Thank you for vibing with me. Thunder versus Pacers tonight. Game 5, y'all. 50-50 coin flip. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I don't know who's going to win this game. Just taking this nature walk. It's a little drizzle. I should have brought my umbrella, but I didn't bring it. I didn't bring my umbrella. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's a little drizzle right now. I'm just taking this nature walk and talking about the finals. Now, let me just say this right. Let me put my hood on real quick. By the way, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It's definitely going down. Ladies and gentlemen, who's winning tonight, y'all? Who is going to win tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to win tonight? Let me try to... It's a little... what's going on? My boy Sports is in the building. What's going on, bro? Who's winning tonight? Will the Pacers win, or will it be the Thunder winning tonight? Final score prediction, I have no dang on clue. Hey, listen, I have no clue who's winning tonight. Listen, it don't really matter who wins tonight. I just want to have a good game. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Shout out to Mary. Happy Monday. Believe Pacers win tonight. Pacers have a real good chance of winning. I can see them winning, but I have to say that Tyrese Haliburton has to play like a superstar. Tyrese Haliburton has to play like a superstar that I think he is. I'm one of the few people that think that Tyrese Haliburton is a superstar, and I don't blame him for having a bad game or two, and then I take off the superstar title. I don't do that. You gotta really. He proved to me that he is a superstar, and I believe Tyrese Haliburton will come through. But it's gonna be hard because you're going to it's in OKC tonight. Now, both teams is a must-win. This is not like a game where you could just, I'm just gonna lose. No, you gotta win. Whoever wins 2 games first will win the championship. So this is a crucial game 5 with the series tied up 2-2. What's going on, Big Mayo? What's going on, everybody? Make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button. I am a diehard Sixer fan covering the NBA playoffs. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. And also, Big Mayo, I like your name, brother. Who y'all got winning? I'm just a Sixer fan covering the NBA playoffs. Make sure y'all smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on this channel. We cover the Sixers, the Phillies. We cover a little bit of boxing. We cover the NBA playoffs, etc., etc., etc. Shout out to everybody. Perfectly blended. How are you? How is everybody doing? Let me know in the comments below. Who do you have winning tonight? Game 5 between the Pacers and the Thunder. I think it's a 50-50 coin flip. I honestly don't know who's going to win this game. And as a Sixer fan, I'm just enjoying the playoffs. What I will say is this. For me, for the Pacers to win this game, they have to get a lot more offensively from Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton has to play a lot better offensively throughout the first quarter to the last quarter. He can't just wait until the fourth quarter to ball out. He has to do his thing throughout the game, right? Now, when you talk about Siakam got to get you like 20 points, Nembhard has to play his game, Nesmith has to play his game, and Miles Turner has to do his thing. He has to play good against Holmgren and Hartenstein. You know what I mean? I don't like that flopper SGA free throws, please. Man, that ball nice. I listen. If you watch, I watched the game, and when it comes to I'm not going to get into all the flopping and all that, but what I will say is, a lot of the fouls that were fouls, he wasn't flopping. He just set them up and baited them. And if your hand's in the cookie jar, I'm pulling up for the midi, and you're going to foul me because you can't guard me. How you doing, brother? Yeah, so, and then that's an easy foul. You know what I mean? If your hand is in the cookie jar, and you foul me, so be it. I'm going to the free throw line for 2. What I would say, the counter that is, I need Tyrese Halliburton to bait some players and get them in foul trouble. I need him to be more aggressive. I need Siakam to be more aggressive. Can I get a 40-piece nugget? Can I get a 40-point game from Tyrese? Can I get a 40-point game from Siakam? I don't care who gives me a big game. Mathurin, I don't care. Nembhard, the list goes on. I don't care who gives me a performance of the ages. Just give me the performance, and everybody has to step up. It could be Miles Turner. I don't care. And I'm not a Pacers fan, but I'm just saying in general, like from a Sixer fan perspective, everybody has to step their game up. Everybody. Everybody has to step their game up. Now, when it comes to the Thunder, I'm going to just keep it real, man. They got to just keep doing what they're doing. And if they can keep getting the performance by Alex Caruso. Oh, by the way, getting back to the Pacers, TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell, I needed him to have more minutes for the Pacers. Hey, listen, I know Tyrese, I know he the starting guard, and you want Nembhard next to him, and Nembhard's a better defender than TJ overall. But I'm going to tell you this right now. TJ McConnell needs more minutes, bro. Like, put TJ in the game with either Nembhard or Tyrese Halliburton. Give that man more minutes. TJ McConnell was absolutely amazing when he got the minutes. I hope I ain't stepping no dang on poop. Hold on now. Hold on. What's that? I ain't no poop. All right. I had to make sure that wasn't no dang on poop right there. I watched the game and I hate... Man, we can't just blame the refs, man. It's deeper than just the refs, man. Like, whoever that dude is, what was his name? Foster? It's not just on the refs, man. That's like, I understand some of the refs, they're only human, they ain't perfect. They're going to make some calls that are not the best sometimes, but I'm telling you, man, like, I was watching and I didn't see no real flopping like everybody else is saying. What the problem is when he goes to the free throw line, he's shooting 90%. He's making them all. People don't understand. Like, I hate to go to other players, but other players that be flopping, they're not a 90% free throw shooter like SGA, so it's easier for him. They say the same thing about Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid do be flopping. Like, Joel Embiid flop, and I'm a Sixer fan saying that. Joel Embiid do flop. But getting back to the game, I just feel like the Pacers... Oh, getting back to the Thunder. I'm all over the place. Hold on. So I was talking about TJ. Yeah, TJ McConnell needs to pretty much get more minutes. And I think that... Hold on, y'all. Hold on. TJ has more pace than Holly. TJ has more pace than Holly. TJ. All right, so when it comes to TJ McConnell, I see, look, you just want to be careful because I don't want to make it seem like TJ's a better player than Tyrese Halliburton, but I would say that he brings an energy that Tyrese Halliburton doesn't bring throughout the game. Like, for instance, like when TJ McConnell gets in the game, it's instant energy that is contagious, that rubs up on the whole team. Tyrese Halliburton, yes, he brings the energy, but it's just like he only brings it in the fourth quarter for the most part. He doesn't bring it throughout the game. And since he doesn't bring it throughout the game, it hurts the team in general because it's just like, dude, you are capable of doing this throughout the game. I'm not saying to have 10 points every quarter, but at least be active. At least put up 30. I'm not saying put up 30 shots, but put up like 25 shots a game. 25 shots a game, and I'll be satisfied, bro. If you put up 25 shots, I could see him scoring 20-something points a game easily. Because that's how gifted Tyrese Halliburton is. You know what I mean? But the problem is he doesn't have that mindset. He's more of a facilitator. Yeah, I think TJ McConnell should get more minutes. But getting back to the Thunder, if Alex Caruso can keep doing what he's doing off the bench, and look, this is what I be talking about, y'all. People, look, you see this poop right here? Look, this is what I be talking about. When I walk the trail, right, I got to look at the ground because every single time I walk this trail, the people walk their dogs People walk their dogs and they just let the poop just sit on the walkway. They don't look, all this grass. Hold on, let me show y'all this right here, right? All this dang on grass, right? But you let your dog poop on the walkway where everybody walks. And it's like you got signs. It's like I don't understand. Look, I hope the best for people. Maybe something's going on, but my gosh, it's like why would you let your dog poop right on the walkway? And then that frustrates me because I almost stepped in poop a few times on this trail. And this is why I like going to the other trail, because I know people walk their dogs on this trail, and I don't want to step on no dang on poop. You feel me? I know that's just so random. Pacers have to play a complete game, especially the fourth. Yeah, I agree. That's a good take. TJ has more pace. Look up to Scott Foster done after stream. Man, yeah, refs do be there. Look, there's poop right here. Look, this is some. Yo, this is crazy. It's just. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I look at it like this. I'm not just going to blame the ref for why my team lost when they had the opportunity to win. They had an opportunity to win last game. They just blew it in the fourth quarter. They had the lead. They let the Thunder go on a 10-0 run, a 9-0 run. They did it. Their defense didn't show up. Their offense was bricking. They couldn't make a shot. So I'm not just going to fully blame a ref for why my team lost. And I'm a Sixers fan. My Sixers lose. Listen, my Sixers lose all the dang on time, bro. And when I want to get in my bag and say, oh, the refs suck, yeah, the refs do be making some bad calls. But I'd be like, oh, well, Joel Embiid turned the ball over. Tyrese Maxey wasn't doing what he had to do. I look at it a little bit differently. I'm like, yo, they not playing well. You know what I mean? I always say refs are only human beings. They're going to make those mistakes. Some more than others. But it's part of the game. Those type of people should be fine. They are others that used to say, yeah, no, bro. Listen. I'm looking at my phone right now, right? I'm on the live stream, right? If I didn't look down at least twice, I would have stepped in some dog poop. And I think I know who's the person that's letting their dog poop all over the trail. The guy that just walked right past me had their dog, and I'm pretty sure it was him that let his dog poop all over the pathway, bro. And then look, and I mean this with no disrespect, it's like, just pick up after your dog. If you're going to allow him to poop on the pathway or the walkway, just clean up after your dog. Like, I'm a dog person. I love dogs. But if I had a dog still, I wouldn't allow my dog to poop in the middle of the pathway. Look at this, bro. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm going to show you this poop that I stepped in. I'm not making this up. But getting back to the Thunder, they just have to just play their game. And what I'm hoping I'm not going to see is a blowout. Look, this is poop right here. Right here. Sitting right there, bro. It's crazy, man. Crazy work, man. I would have been so irritated. I would have been so irritated if I would have stepped in that. And you know, that's the one thing. That's the reason why, like, I was always taught to do this. But this is one of the reasons why when I go in my house, I always take my shoes off. I take my shoes off before I go in the house. Like right in the walkway, like right when you walk in, on the side, you got like the sneaker rack. And I put my sneakers, like I don't walk through the house with my sneakers because of that reason. Because what if I did step in some dang on dog crap and I'm walking and tracking it all throughout the house? So that's why I be like, and I got little kids. I don't want them stepping in and all that. So I like, look, take your sneakers off at the door. The only ones that don't do that is the elders. Grandmom and my mom. Everybody else, take y'all sneakers off at the door. Because of that reason. But yeah. Oh, see, that's not a frog. I thought that was a turtle or a frog. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, I don't know why they don't do that, bro. It's so weird how some people don't like to clean up after themselves, after their dogs. But like, look, this is a smashed poop, and like nobody. I'm showing you all the places where But it's like real crazy to me. What up, bro? Russell, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm just talking about the game 5. It's a 50-50 coin flip between the Pacers and the Thunder. And I tend to rant about other random stuff. I'm walking this trail right now, and I'm trying not to step on dog poop. Now I'm more aware because I almost stepped in some dog poop a couple of times walking this trail. This is why I don't like going this trail sometimes, because many people walk their dogs on this trail and they don't pick up their poop. Poop right in the trail. But anyway, yeah, so Game 5 NBA Finals should be very lit. You know what I mean? By the way, everybody in the building, make sure you double tap, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers. I cover the Sixers, I cover the Phillies, I cover the NBA playoffs, and I will be covering a little bit of boxing as well. So if you are interested, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's definitely going down over here. But yeah. Yeah, so when it comes to the Thunder, SGA got to keep doing what he's doing. I know people don't like SGA. I wouldn't like him either if he was going against my team. I ain't going to sit here and cap. I wouldn't like him either. But at the end of the day, he's the MVP of the regular season for a reason. And he's a very good player. And I tend to stick up for him a little bit because everybody's saying they trying to take a lot from his game because he flops. I think every superstar flops. But I don't think anybody talks about flopping as much when it comes to other superstars that flop way worse. Way worse. I'm talking about dramatically flopping. They get touched, they go and flying on the floor. And I tend to stick up for SGA because I'm like, what is going on? Now, I'm watching the game and I'm like, what am I missing? I understand the flopping when it's over dramatically, when it's dramatically and it's crazy. But a lot of the time, it'd be a hand in the cookie jar, or it'd be a hand on the shooting arm when you're pulling up, and it'd be a foul. And yes, it's not like the craziest foul, like you would want a hard foul, but no, it's not that. But when you're in that shooting motion, if you hit somebody on the arm, if you touch their shooting hand or whatever, it's going to be a foul. Yes, some superstars get more calls than other superstars or other players. That's just part of the game. Throughout the history, when you talk about like Michael Jordan and Kobe and all the other greats, they're going to get the call, bro. They're going to get the call. I see Daryl Morey wants to trade up the number. Yo, I heard about that. That was a hurdle or a fraud. Never mind. Yeah, me too. Number 2 pick. Oh, so you said number 2. Yeah, I like. You know what? To keep it real, my whole mindset with the number 2 pick is I'm a big supporter of Dylan Harper. Like, I really like Dylan Harper. I'm not as crazy over first round picks like a lot of other people might be, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. But if Dylan Harper could be like a James Harden offensively with a way better bag when it comes to like defense, I'll take that any day of the week. You can say what you want about James Harden, and that's another dude that was flopping and nobody was really talking about too much. But he was getting to the free throw line crazy in his prime with the Rockets. But let me get back to the topic. So if he's offensively as good as James Harden eventually, which that's very, very hard, and then he can bring that defense like I think he can, 6'6", handle, can shoot the midi. He's solid from 3. He has a good change of tempo when he's driving to the rim. You know what I mean? He can stop and just pull up anytime when he's at full speed. Which is very nice to have in your bag. I'm not really sure about his floater. I always love point guards that have a little bit of a floater, but I'm not really sure about his floater. But I like Dylan Harper. If you have to give up a first round pick or whatever to get him plus the 3rd overall, I'll do it if that's who they believe in. But for me, I ain't gonna sit here and cap, y'all. I'm going for the Ace Bailey. I know a lot of people are starting to hate on Ace Bailey. You know, the trend is to say he's going to be a bust. The trend is to say he's not going to be good. But I like Ace Bailey a lot. I like Ace Bailey a lot. I like Ace at 3. And if I trade back, go get me a Trey Johnson. That's my mindset. Pacers take this one, and OKC takes game 6. Comes down to a big old... Yes, I think that's a big... That's what I would like to see. If OKC wins tonight, or the Pacers win tonight, I no matter what, I want the series to go to game 7. I want the series to go to game 7. As long as the series goes to game 7, I'm cool. I'm cool, bro. As long as it goes to game 7. How many draft picks does the 76ers have in this draft? They have 2. I believe, yeah, number 3 and 35. So number 3 is a first round pick, and number 35 is a second round pick. But it's a high second round pick. It's like the 4th pick in the second round. So it's almost, I'm not gonna say it's I don't want to say it's a first round pick, kind of, but it's like a late first round pick almost, in a way. So you could get some good talent there, man. So I'm looking at both picks as a big deal for the Sixers, man. You know what I mean? The higher you pick, the better chance of you getting a star. But if you got good scouting and the luck of the draw, luck plays a lot into making these picks. You pick the right players, you might mess around and get 2 good players. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping we get Ace, though, man. I'm hoping we get Ace. But getting back to the finals, honestly, let me say this right now. Listen, I don't really know who to pick. I'm so, lost on who's going to win this game. Because I feel like the Pacers... Why do I feel like the Pacers are better than the Thunder? Listen, I know that the series is tied up, but I be just feeling like the Pacers are better, man. Is it just me? I don't know why I feel like, I do know why. I just feel like it's just because of Tyrese. He's not doing more than he's not doing as much as he could do. And that's what's driving a lot of people crazy, because it's just like, dude, if he can just get you 30 points or close to the 30 points a game, the Pacers will be winning this series 3-1 right now, y'all. They will be winning this series 3-1, bro. But he's not doing anything throughout the whole game. And that's my only issue. What team has 10 draft picks in the first round? I forgot. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. But whoever has 10 first-round picks, gosh, I know the Thunder got a couple of picks, which is crazy. I know I think the Thunder. I know the Thunder. That's the only team I can think that got a lot of picks. But I don't know about 10 picks, though. I don't know about the 10 picks. But it's going to be a crazy draft. It's going to be a crazy 2025 NBA draft. Besides the number 1 pick, Cooper Flagg, going to the Mavericks, everything else is a big mystery in the 2025 NBA draft, y'all. It's a big mystery. Just like this NBA Finals, it's a big mystery. Don't nobody really know who's going to win this NBA Finals, because it's a 50-50 coin flip. I almost want to say the Thunder, but then I want to say the Pacers, because I feel like the Pacers really they had it. They just let the Thunder go on a 9-0 run in the last few minutes, bro. And Tyrese Haliburton is not doing enough offensively for me. I don't understand it. Because he's such a gifted player, and I am cheering for Tyrese. Because I don't like the narrative about, oh, he's not a superstar. He's not that dude. He's the most overrated player. I don't like that narrative around him. So I'm cheering for dude. Just like I'm cheering for SGA too. I'm cheering for what's his name? Alex Caruso. I like Alex Caruso. Just like I'm cheering for TJ McConnell from the Pacers. Like, I got different players on both teams that I like a lot. I like Siakam from the Pacers. I like Nembhard. I like Nesmith. I like who else do I like on the Thunder? That's pretty much it. SGA and Alex Caruso. I ain't gonna say her cap, y'all. Hey, listen, those are the only two players I really rock with, to be honest with you. I like Jalen Williams. Not to say there's not other good players, but the players I like the most on the Thunder is Alex Caruso. I've been a supporter of Alex Caruso for a minute. As a Sixer fan, I've been supporting. Like, look, I've been wanting him to come to the Sixers for a long time, and he's showing up every single game, bro. 20 points in, like, I don't know how many games in the finals so far. Dallas Mavericks, I think. 67 days until college football kicks off. Preseason NFL kicks off July. It's about 44 days until that kickoff. Wow. Dallas Mavericks, I think. Mavericks have the number 1 pick. Yeah, they're going to get Cooper. OKC has 10 draft picks in the first round. That's crazy, man. You know what's so crazy? OKC has the chance to get even better. That's what's messed up. That's what makes it all messed up, bro. Because if they win the finals, right, and they got all these picks in the first round, and they know how to draft really good, they're going to be good. They're going to end up having a dynasty. They're going to end up having a dynasty. And what makes it crazy is they're going to have a dynasty being in the Western Conference. The Western Conference, in my opinion, is overall harder than the Eastern Conference to get to the finals. The journey in the Eastern Conference is not as hard as the journey in the Western Conference to get to the finals, in my opinion. But what I will say is this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I will say. The Thunder, I don't even know what direction they would even go into. Like, if they win the finals, who are they drafting, bro? I don't even know what picks they have, but what do they really need to improve, bro? Like, what you going? What do you need? I don't understand what they would need. They have everything already, so I don't know what they would do. But I think both, yeah. Mike, I'll tell you this, that the Pacers and OKC doesn't have over expensive players, which might change the guys' contract. About to explore. Plus, who wins this finals? Right. They both got very good teams. Listen. This is the most interesting finals I have ever covered or ever watched. Since I've been like following basketball. Even being a Sixer fan, when I seen the finals in 2001, when I was a young bull, watching AI go against Shaq and Kobe, RIP to Kobe, I was cheering for the Sixers, obviously, but I kind of already knew what it was, bro. Listen, AI is AI, right? But they had Shaq and Kobe, bro. Like, that's hard to beat. So, this finals for me, Pacers and Thunder, I don't know who's going to win this NBA Finals. This could literally go either way. There's nothing. Look, rebounding is a big factor. I said that. Turnovers is a big factor. It's just who's going to make the most plays. Who's going to, in the fourth quarter, who's going and let's keep it real. Yeah, the fourth quarter is very important. But you got to get through the first 3 quarters and make sure you ain't getting the brakes beat off of you to get to the fourth quarter to have a chance to win. It's not just getting to the fourth quarter and you down by 20 or down by 15. That's not a good look. You're not winning that game most of the time. So it's going to be very, very hard. So both teams got to bring their A game. And I don't know who I get the edge to. I could go Thunder. I could go Pacers. I don't know. I'm so like, I have no clue. Oh, you might be right about the Thunder with 10. I don't know how many picks they got. I know they got a lot of picks, though. The Thunder got a lot of picks. The problem with the Thunder is it's just crazy because they're already so good. I don't know how many picks the Pacers have, but I'm going to tell you right now, If the Thunder lose, I can see them going after a big guy like Giannis or somebody like that. I can see them going after a Giannis, bro. That'd be crazy. KD could work with them too, but I can see them going for a Giannis. And the same goes with the Pacers. If the Pacers lose, I can see them going for a player like Giannis, because you know Giannis, I think the storylines is Giannis wants to stay in the Eastern Conference. He doesn't want to go to the West. So if he wants to be in the East, imagine going to the Pacers. That'd be nice, man. If they could keep the big three, Tyrese Haliburton, Siakam, have a Giannis, you might have to get rid of Miles Turner. I don't know what their picks is looking like. I would try to keep one of the two of Nembhard and Nesmith. Man, shoot, I've given up a lot of first-round picks if I could get Giannis on the team. But we'll see what happens. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I truly appreciate you vibing with me. May the best team win tonight. I will be live tonight, play-by-play with the scoreboard. It's going to be lit, man. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll be live around like 8:30 p.m. to cover the game. And like I said, man, I don't really got no... Listen, I got no picks, man. I don't know who's winning this game, who's winning this series. But I tell you right now, every game now is a game 7. And both teams have to win. And I'm going to tell you, if the Pacers could somehow steal this game, they could win this in 6 games, y'all. Now, if the Thunder win, of course, obviously, the Pacers got to win that game 6 to send it to a game 7. But we're going to see what happens, man. This could go either way. And that's just how, I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. But shout out to each and every one of y'all. And as always, God bless. I will talk to you very soon. And hopefully we have a good game. No blowout. I just want to see a good game. A good game all the way down to the end. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. And as always, God bless. Be easy. Be safe. And I'm out.